Just wait for some people to join. And there we go. We're on, I think, aren't we? Can everybody see and hear me okay? Morning, Shell. How are you? Does everything look okay at this end? Can you hear me, see me okay? I'm a little bit out of practice. I've not been on for a while, so you'll have to excuse me today. Hi, Purple Warrior. How are you? Hope you're well. Oh, great. Thanks for that, Shell. So, today I am going to be colouring a page out of the Colour in Heaven Fantasy Figures Special by Maud, is it Maud Lamoine? And I do apologise in advance if you hear a lot of traffic noise or seagulls noise. I've got the windows open because it's really hot here today in sunny Scotland. Oh, morning, Gaina. Hope you're doing okay. Hope everybody's okay. The picture I've chosen is, where is it? Have you put a tag in? I can't even find it. Is this one. So this is called The Valley of My Heart, and he's a very dapper steampunk gentleman. So I'm going to see if we can, hopefully we can do him justice. And obviously with the heat, I was going to use my Prismas, but I've decided against it because I think they'll probably just melt into nothing. So I've decided I'm going to use my Black Widows. I'll try with the Black Widows. So because they're a little bit harder than the Prismas. Oh no, Shell. That's not good. The heat's probably not helping matters either, is it? My wee one had a bout of sickness, but I think because she'd been having too many cold ice lollies and drinks and things like that. But yeah, it was just a one-off. Yeah, it is a gorgeous page, isn't it, Shell? Yeah, just hope I can do it justice. We'll just have to see. So, if everybody is happy and ready, you want to get started. Oh, so just before I get started, I am very excited to announce that I will be taking part in my very first colour-a-thon next Friday the 30th as part of the Shell Arty and Ashley Colours are hosting a colourathon, Julia in July, featuring Julia Sperry. This is the image I will be attempting to colour on my stream. And the colourathon runs from the 30th of July all the way up to the 1st of August. All the details are on Shell's channel. I will link Shell's channel down in the description, and then you can go and check that out. So yeah, so I'm so excited but very nervous at the same time. Hopefully I'll be able to. We'll have a good, brilliant weekend, all us colourists that are involved. So that's the image that I'll be trying to do. So yep, so we shall get started on this fellow. So we shall start as usual with his skin. So I will just zoom you in if I can remember how to do it. So there we go. So, oh, sorry, out of frame there. So for his skin we shall start with I forgot the lightest one we've got. Oh, thank you, Shell, you're on the ball this morning. Yeah, if anybody wants interested in the Colouring Heaven magazine and the Black Widows, Shell has very kindly popped the links in the chat for us. So thank you, Shell. So first of all we shall start with, where is it, milk, I think. So I'll just go over with a very light covering of milk. This might not even show up on the camera because it's so light, but just getting a base layer down and then we can work on that. So what's everybody been up to recently? I've been away for, I think I haven't streamed for 3 weeks. As I have been busy. It's been school holidays, so my daughter's been off school for summer, so I've been finding it sort of awkward to slot a stream in without being interrupted. But her dad's on holiday from work at the moment as well, so he's looking after her. He's got her just now while I'm popping in on the stream. And I've also been job hunting as well, so I've been busy job hunting. And I am happy to say that I have secured myself a new job, which I am really pleased about. So happy. And I have got still a few days off. I'm not actually going to start until the 9th of August, so I've still got some time off before I start my new job. So I think that's his neck down here. So yeah, so it's going to be great, back to full-time working again. Hopefully this will be less pressure, less stressful. Fingers crossed. And a good company to work for. So we shall see. Yeah, I can't wait either, Shell. There's loads of, the amount of people that's taking part, it should be fantastic. And everybody's such a brilliant colourist as well, that's taking part, so we no doubt have lots of interesting varied pages to give us loads of inspiration. Yep, so that's I've used milk for that, so I don't know if you can see it, it's just very, very light. So then we shall go in with eggshell, and I haven't, by the way folks, I haven't planned this page, I'm just winging it as usual. So oh, thank you, Gaina. Yeah, it's a bit of a relief actually. Oh, sorry, did I tell you I'm going in with eggshell? Oh, I was a bit like that last month. Purple, just in a slump, just didn't want a colour. Well, I did want a colour, but I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So I didn't really do much. So I'm just going a little bit in here where the darker areas are with the shadows with the eggshell. And obviously we'll get this built up, just lots and lots of layers, or as many layers as we can on this Colouring Heaven paper. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And if you didn't like the paper in this book, you could always scan the page in and print it on your own paper. But I don't mind it, to be honest. It's better than the Amazon Create Space paper. I can't stand that paper. Oh, thanks, Shell. I think there's a bit of a lag anyway, probably. My laptop's been playing up today, something chronic. I was trying to schedule the streams and it wasn't having any of it. But hopefully they're on. So just bringing this down for the darker areas. Mostly building up. And there's a shadow under there where it's under his moustache. So, well, I've done it again. I've picked loads of books and PDFs for my bag. If you go and watch my July, what's in my colouring bag for July, there's loads and loads of books and PDFs, and I've gone overboard again, as usual, and I've chosen loads and loads of things that I want to colour, but I've just obviously not had time or inclination to do it. So there's loads that I haven't done again. But then there's only so many hours in a day. And like I say, with it being so hot, I just don't want to. I've been taking some out in the garden, sitting out in the garden, colouring in the garden. Obviously I've had to supervise my daughter. I think that's his ear there, I'm not sure. I had to supervise my daughter. She's been in a paddling pool, sort of swimming pool, so I'm sitting out in the garden with her. But I tell you, this heat, off. I cannot stand this heat at all. Of course, it's not really helping either, my time of life. So I have got an internal boiler that just won't shut off at the moment as well, so the heat outside and my internal boiler does not a good mix make. Definitely not. So hope I'm shading this face okay, because I've not really coloured a man in before. Hopefully it looks okay. And it will look a bit, it'll get to the bleh stage before it all comes together and looks better. And skin looks strange on its own anyway, without anything else, without the hair, without anything else. I think we were about that here yesterday, Gainer. About 20, was it 29? I think was the highest temperature in Scotland was in my area yesterday. So, but I stayed in yesterday. Oh, I was trying to diamond paint yesterday. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. All the drills kept sticking to my arms, and my hand was too hot, kept slipping off my pen, and so in the end I just gave up. So then we'll go in with Fawn, which I think will be the next and darkest. So again, just going over. Yeah, that sounds a good idea, Gina. I think we need that. We definitely need that in this country now. This is the effect of all the global warming, I think. Yeah, I think it's going to be like this for possibly many years to come with all this global warming that they say is happening. Oh, hi Audrey. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming in. Now that sounds like better temperatures. 16 degrees. Oh, you're a bit higher up Scotland than me though, weren't you, Audrey? Yeah. Oh, it's sweltering here in southern Scotland. Definitely. I could really do without it. So uncomfortable and sticky and oh. Just popping in a bit more shadowing around here. Just building up the shadows on his face. I don't know if you can see it on the camera very well. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Just take a while to build up. Build up the layers. See her. I'm being ignorant, Audrey. Can you... Is that like a kind of fog or something? So, and then we've got mushroom. We'll try mushroom. That's got a bit of a kind of pinky tone to it. So we'll put a little bit of mushroom in. So we've got mushroom. Again, just layering up. I think this has got a bit more of a sort of pinky tone to it. So hopefully you won't look as pale. And just popping little bits there and blending it in. I'll use the milk again to blend it in. Okay. What? Do you need anything? Sorry, that was my daughter just popped her head round the corner there, round the door. I don't know what she's wanting, she never said. So I'm hoping that's kind of pinked him up a little bit. So then I'm gonna go back in with the, what did I have? Go back in with the eggshell, I think, just to blend that out a little bit. Oh, thanks, Audrey. Yeah, looking forward to it. I've got another couple of weeks before I start officially, but yeah, I'm looking forward to starting. Hopefully on to bigger and better things. Ah, I get you. I'll Google it when I finish. I'll have a Google when I finish streaming, and then I'll see. Well, that should keep a lot of the sun off anyway, shouldn't it? I think I'd rather that than all this sunshine. We had a huge big thunderstorm here yesterday as well, but that's all it was. Just thunder. No lightning or rain or anything, just a load of thunder. So I thought, oh, that's going to clear the air, but nope. No, didn't. It was still as hot and humid and sticky. I think we need to pink him up a little bit. Shall we pop some candy? We'll try and pop some candy in there. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Pop some candy in, just to give him a little bit of a bit of a healthy glow, hopefully. A bit of a healthy glow in his cheeks. And then what we'll do, like I always do with tend to do with the skin, is I will get my buff titanium, and then once I'm happy with the tones in his skin, I will get my buff titanium, and then I'll smooth it all out with that. So I tend to always do that with the skin. Doesn't matter which pencils I use, or whether it's a book or a PDF. I just always tend to get my buff titanium and then smooth everything out with the skin tones in the end. And I find it's a bit of a game changer, to be honest, 'cause it really does help smooth everything out. And then I think it needs a little bit more shading, to be honest. Oh, so dark tan. I'll maybe go in with a bit of dark tan. I don't know, it might actually be too dark. I'll just put a tiny bit on. Just put a tiny bit of dark tan on. And just and I've got a little dink. That's dark tan. I'll just pop a little bit round the shadows areas. Just to, I'm having trouble layering up now. I think I've put too many layers on. I think I've reached the limit. Just need a little bit though to bring out these shadows, because it doesn't look very. I've kind of obliterated my shading. I tell you, winging it. There's to be said for winging it, and then sometimes you just need to plan. Just popping. I'll obviously get this blended out as well, just don't want it too dark. And I think once you put he really does look very orange now, doesn't he? But I think once I put the buff, hopefully once I put the buff titanium over the top, then so I know I've been away for about 3 weeks, so what's everybody been up to in that 3 weeks? Like I say, I've not really been up to much. Even colouring's been a bit of a chore, and diamond painting. Although I think I've done more pages than I did last month, so I'm quite happy with that. Yep, I think this page has hit its limit now for colours. Right, so I'm just going to get the buff titanium. And again, I've got a teeny tiny little dink, which is my buff titanium. So I do use it quite a lot. Just try and find a extender. Not been brave enough to try a portrait. Oh, you like doing mandalas? You made a mess of the cow? Oh no, Audrey. Oh dear. I'm sure you wouldn't have made a mess of the cow. You probably just think you have. But in all honesty, I bet you haven't. Yeah, it does take a while. I still can't get skin perfect now. Although I do love portraits. And I did go on the Colouring Heaven skin masterclass as well. I'm still not perfect. I still need lots of practice. So yep, so I'm going in now with the buff titanium and quite a medium pressure, and then hopefully that should blend. Should blend. And then his skin should look a little bit better. It still does look really orangey on the camera. He's been sitting out in the sun too long. Oh, you got distracted by the tennis, Keena. No, I'm not into that. No, I don't. I'm not really into sports and things. So they're just going all over with the buff titanium. Oh, I'm pretty much the same, Gina. I don't get an awful lot done each month, in all honesty. And then when I watch some other colourists doing the end of the month roundup for the YouTube, and they've done like 40 or 50 pages, it's like, whew, seriously. You must either speed colour all the time, or, you know, have an awful lot of time to be able to sit and colour those amounts of pages each month. Oh, I really don't know how they do it. They must have bionic arms or something. Let's see, there's no way I could colour 30, 40 pages. Each month, definitely not. Right, so should we call that his skin then? Oh, apologies if you can hear dogs, it's the neighbours. Like I say, I've got my windows open here today. Oh, thank you, Audrey. it will probably look a bit better once his hair and his eyes and things are done. I know it does look strange, skin does look strange on, very strange on its own. It just takes a while to get used to that. So I think for his hair, should we do him kind of should we do him brown? Should we give him brown hair, shall we? Or should we give him grey hair? What should we do? Should we make him distinguished? Should we make him kind of grey, or should we do it brown? What do you think, guys? Oh, thank you, Gaina. Yeah, no, exactly, Audrey. There's me, my partner and my daughter, and just not got time for 30-40 pages a month, to be honest. Right, would kind of go for a natural kind of lip. So I think we shall go for grey hair. Yeah, I think we'll maybe do grey. I think a natural lip. So I think we shall go for oh, excuse me. I'll go for light pink. So we've got light pink and we've got fudge. Got fudge. So we'll just go in the darker areas with the fudge. And then his moustache is hiding most of his upper lip there, so I'll just go over it with the light pink again, just to blend it in a little bit. And then we'll get a little bit of a darker we've got delicious pink. I don't want him to look as though he's got lipstick on though, but I'll just get a little bit of a I just want his lips to look quite natural. Oh, hi Sammy, honey. Oh yeah, you do what you have to do. hope everything's okay. And don't... Right, so there we go, just a teeny bit of the delicious pink there, just to give them a bit of definition. And back on with the light pink again, just to give it another blend in. So, and there we have his lips. So onto his grey hair. So we'll just start with oh, excuse me if you heard that, I do apologise. So for his hair, I've got 3 pencils here. Yeah, go and put your feet up, Sammy. This heat is just unreal, isn't it? Sorry, just sharpening. I'm not organised at all again today. You can probably tell. Let's see, just winging it. So I've got, start off with dark grey. Although I don't think it is very dark. But I'll just put a covering of the dark grey all over the hair just now. And then we can plan where we put in the shadows and the highlights. I think that's his ear there. I won't colour over that. And he's not really got much hair to play with though, hasn't he? Because it's all under his hat. But I think that's his hair that goes down there, yep. This is an absolutely stunning issue of Colour in Heaven. I really love this. Like I say, I'm not sure if the artist has got an Etsy shop, but that could be dangerous. Go check out an Etsy shop, but could be dangerous. Just let me. Yeah, she does. I'll pop a link. I'll pop a link in the description for that as well. I'll in the description. I've found the Colour in Heaven link, but I'll pop her link in as well. So that was dark grey, and then the next one I have got a greythorn. So then just go in and start with the flicking motion. Just follow the direction of the hair, and just to give it a bit of the shadows and the highlights again. Oh, I was expecting in the autumn winter time when I had mine, so, and that was bad enough. I don't think I could have coped in this heat, being pregnant, definitely not. So they're just putting in a few strokes there on the hair, and again just with the flicking motion there, just to again in the direction of the hair, just to bring that out a little bit. And then what colour are we going to do with sparkly eyes? We've got to do them brown or green. Or blue even. I think we'll do them blue, I think. We'll do blue eyes. And then I'll go in with charcoal, which is the darkest one. I don't want too much. I don't want too much, put too much in there to make it too dark. And just put a touch of charcoal in. And just bring a little bit up there. Just to add a little bit of definition. And again under the hat here, where the shadows are more likely to be. Teensiest bit of dark. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So then maybe go back in with a bit of the dark grey again, just to blend it in a little bit so it doesn't look as harsh. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, he's looking quite dapper already, isn't he? So we'll give him some blue eyes. So shall we go for, I'll go for like a turquoisey kind of blue, or I think the Blue Heaven is the lightest. So we'll go for that one. So I've got Blue Heaven, so I'll try and get you in a little bit better. So, oh, sorry if I'm making anybody feel ill. There we go. Just trying to get a better angle so you can see. So I've got Blue Heaven. I'm just going to go very lightly with the Blue Heaven. And then Ocean. So let's sharpen these very. So now I've got Ocean. I'm just going to deepen that up a little bit. A little bit around the bottom there, just a teeny tiny bit. There's not really a lot of space to work with these eyes at here, so and then the darkest one, we're going to be using Storm Blue. Now this is very, very dark, so I'll only be needing a teeny tiny bit of it. Oh, I know, I'm hoping it cools down as well, Sammy. So in with the storm blue. Just a teeny tiny bit just to deepen. And then I've got black, well, midnight. Midnight, and I'll put his pupil back in. And then I will get a white gel pen or a white Posca, whichever comes to hand first of all. See, told you, definitely not organised. So there's my Arteza gel pen. So I'll just go in and just whiten up the highlight. And then I'll go back in with the Blue Heaven just very lightly, and just to bring all that together. So I think that will be his face done. So there, we've done his face. So we'll start on his outfit. I think, yeah, probably be on, yeah, we've got another hour. I've only been on an hour. And I can't believe just that teeny bit's taken me a whole hour to do. So I think we shall give him like a linen kind of coloured shirt. So basically that will be maybe some other skin tone kind of type colours again. So I say we'll go for the light mocha. No, it's not from the steampunk Audrey, it's the Fantasy Figures special, issue 77. So it's in that one. I think I've popped the link in the description if you want to go and have a look on the website, because I'm not sure if you can still buy this in the shops. I think it was just this month's one actually. So yeah, what was I doing? Brain fog, yeah, bright light mocha. If I can find it. I think he is kind of steampunk, but it's with the cogs and things, yeah. So there we go, light mocha. Oh, sorry, I'm just keep hitting my gooseneck today. So right, so I've got light mocha, and I'll say we'll give him suede. And leather, there's leather. I could do a light covering of the leather. So we'll start off where have I got light mocha. So I've got the light mocha, so I'll just do his shirt. Again, just doing a light covering. The light mocha all over the shirt. And I'll warn you now as well, I am not very good with clothing, so this will probably be a hot mess, but I will try. Yeah, I have a bit difficulty with the folds, trying to work out where the folds go and which darker and which lighter, and I'm a bit hopeless when it comes to that kind of thing. Still not mastered the light and dark. So I haven't. I'll just try this little bit of shirt here. I don't know whether he's got gloves on or not. I think he has actually. Because looking there, see, it looks like a seam. I think he must have gloves on. Must have long gloves on. So there we go, just going all over very lightly and very roughly with the light mocha. And then next one will be suede. Next darkest one. So I think there's going to be shadows under here. And then right, this bit's going to be a bit shadowed. And then in there's going to be a, sorry I'm going a bit quiet, I'm just trying to concentrate and think where I'm putting these shadows. It's like I say, I'm not very confident with clothes and where the shadows are supposed to go. I'm just not. So even though I've been away for a while, I've still been trying to catch up with everybody as well and see what everybody's been doing on YouTube. So there's always loads of inspiration from everybody in the colouring community. So like I say, if you've been like me and just been meh with your colouring because of the heat and one thing and another, just watch a few YouTube videos. You'll soon get back onto it. You'll soon want to colour in again. I know I have. Right, how's that looking, folks? Does that look like fabric? Is it beginning to look like fabric? Ruffled fabric? So, and then I'll go in with the leather. I'll try not to put too much of this on straight away. It's better if you just go in quite cautiously and you can always add to it. Whereas if I sort of go in heavy handed, it's harder to take it off. It's always easier to add if you've not put enough in. And always try and keep your pencil as sharp as you can as well. Just like me, I'm just going in very, very lightly here. I'll put a bit more shadow onto here, I think, and then I'll blend it. Yeah, Audrey, yeah, that's a good one. I'm not confident colouring white though, so I want to sort of do it like a creamy kind of colour, a beigey colour. I've still got lots to learn with my colouring journey. So yeah, but that would have been a plan if I knew how to colour white. Well, if I was adept at colouring white, shall we say. So then we'll go back in with the light mocha. I'm going a bit harder with the light mocha. And just to blend that out a little bit. Oh, don't forget, I've still got his neck to do as well, so this will probably look very strange. Oh, thanks a lot, Audrey. That is so appreciated. I do love my colouring. I just wish sometimes I was a little bit better at it, but it does take time, it does take practice. I'm just happy that I've been embraced so much by the community, and you know, there's no right or wrong way to colour. It's just what you feel, how you want your pictures to turn out, and basically, I do wish I just need lots more practice, lots more YouTube inspiration from everybody. So that is how I'm going to do his shirt. And then for his waistcoat, I'll probably go back and put a bit more definition in that, in those clothes, I think, in that shirt. I'll definitely go back and pop some more, maybe go over it again with the light and the dark again, just to bring it out a little bit. So, and then for his waistcoat, I was sort of thinking sort of leathery kind of brown, sort of a reddy browny colour, sort of like in the area of these. So it was these kind of stripes and maybe green as well. And that'll be the same on his hat. So I will just pull some colours out. So I'll get mahogany. Which is a kind of dark reddy brown colour, and what else shall we get out? Cinnamon, I think. So mahogany, cinnamon, and foxy brown. Well, again, I've only got a little teeny tiny foxy brown. Look, teeny tiny foxy brown. So I'll try those. Yeah, they're sharp enough. They're okay. So first of all, I'll go in with the foxy brown because that's the lightest. So I'll go in with the foxy brown. Just a light covering of that all over. I hope you can see. Hope I'm still in frame. Yeah. And then, what time is it? Oh, half an hour. See, if I've got a time, I'll maybe to try and decide what colours to do the flowers as well. I do them pink. I think there's more, yeah, there's more pinks in these black widows than reds. So I'll give them a pink. If I've got time. But if not, I can always do some more of this with you on another stream or another colour along. I could pop a part 2 up on the channel if you want to see me complete the page. I know I haven't been putting a lot of content on, but again, like I say, it's difficult at the moment with school holidays. Trying to find the time to get on and do things for the channel. So then I've got cinnamon. So I'm just start to deepen up a little bit with the cinnamon. Where the shadows are going to be. What I'm going to as well, pop a little bit of highlight in his lips, I think, because that's bugging me a little bit here. And there we go. So what was that? Oh, it was cinnamon. I was deepening up with cinnamon. Sorry again, just being very quiet, concentrating. No, it doesn't bode well, does it, for a colouring chat when I'm very quiet. To be honest, I've not really got much to chat about. I've not been doing much. So I'm just going lightly with the Foxy Brown again, just to try and blend that. Although I do kind of want to keep a bit of a highlight in there. I think once the mahogany goes in, so in with the mahogany. Again, I think I'm reaching the limit of the paper, to be honest. Unless I start pressing on a bit harder, but I don't really want to go too hard. Just in case I fluff up, and then I won't be able to get rid of it. So half an hour, and then I shall skedaddle. So again, back in with the Foxy Brown. Actually, I could use my buff titanium. Use my buff titanium to bring that all together, to blend it. Oh, there we go. That's worked. There we go. That's worked. It really is a game changer, this pencil. This buff titanium. That's made that a lot smoother. So again, on this side, just going in with the cinnamon. Again, just trying to put light and shade. But again, I just do what I do. As long as it looks okay to me, then I don't have to be very technical or specific where the light and shades coming from, although I would like to get a bit more of that theory and put it into practice. But I'm terrible, I just can't get my head around it for some reason. Oh, that's okay, Shell, welcome back. Life first, hun, definitely. I say that's why I've not been here for the past 3 weeks. I've had life to deal with. being an adult, and it sucks, but you have to do it, don't you, unfortunately. Now back in with mahogany again, just in the dark, just to deepen up these darkest areas. And then down here I think it would be darker a bit as well, because that's a bit of a the shadows of that shirt will be down there. Oh, that's good then. Don't need to chat the hind legs off a donkey. I'm not that kind of person. To be honest, I have a very quiet life. I don't really do much. So I don't really have a lot to talk about. And at the moment I've not really got a lot of opinion about things, because if I start, I will just start ranting, and I don't want that for the channel. So we're best to leave that in the back of my mind for rants somewhere else. So then just go back in with the foxy brown again. Like I say, my life's generally, well, it was working home and my daughter and colouring and diamond painting, that's it. And some occasionally the odd box set on Netflix or Now TV. Then back in with the buff titanium. So if anybody has got any good recommendations for any box sets or anything that I could be watching, I've still got Manifest to finish off. I'm on to season 3 now, so I'm really enjoying that. And then I've always got my good old Supernatural DVDs to fall back on if there's nothing on the TV. I still haven't managed to watch any more. Still on the same episode I was about a month ago with my Supernatural, so yeah. So there we go, this buff titanium is just blending. And I know I've gone over these cogs. But I think I'm gonna use gel pen, gold gel pen, or like a bronze kind of gel pen to go over them with. So I'm not really worried about that just at the moment. So, and then for the greens, I think, what do we have? Shall we go for some sort of muted kind of greens? Go for some muted sort of greens. So we've got leaf green, olive green, and forest, I think. So forest, leaf green. Leaf green, olive green. Actually, I'll do apple, leaf green and forest. Yeah, I know, Gaina. Box sets and colouring and diamond painting. Oh, hi Shannon. How are you today? Thanks for popping in. Told to stop watching it. Mad at the end is... Oh, I don't know whether it will be picked up for season 4. It'll probably leave us hanging. Yeah, I'm season 3 as well. I think I'm on about episode 4 or 5, season 3. So not too far in yet. But yeah, I am. I'm really enjoying it. So right, so the 3 greens I've got apple. Bits on my page. Apple, leaf green and forest. So we'll go in with the lightest first, which is the apple. So then hopefully this will contrast with the sort of leathery kind of look. I think I've actually done a brown and green combination before on a steampunk. I think I did one of Nellika Shoemaker's pages, and it was a steampunk elf, and I think I did this combo, well, similar combo on her. Just... You've just finished it, Shell, have you? Oh, right, no spoilers, please. Yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go. It looked quite interesting. It kind of flagged up, and it looked quite interesting, so I thought I'll give it a go. And yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's just all very weird though, as to how everything is connected, isn't it? So that's all I'll say. I'll not spoil it for anybody. But then we'll go in with the leaf green. I don't know if you can see that. Leaf green. Again, just doing the same that I did with the brown, just deepening up. I'll leave the lightest bit as a highlight. Sorry, is my hand over there now? I know it bugs me though. You know, you watch these box sets and you really like them and you get into it, and then it's just like, no, it's cancelled after one season, and it's like, why? Seriously? I really enjoyed Sweet Tooth as well. I loved that. That was something that was really different, but it was good. So I'm looking forward to season 2 of that, if they do that. I've still got lots to watch on my list anyway, I think. Oh, I'm still working my way through my Supernatural DVDs, Shell. I'm still on season 3 with that Ghost Faces episode. It's just... Oh, don't know what I'll do when I've completely finished it. after 15 years. Then we go in with the forest. Again, just deepening up around where I think the shadows need to be. That's a flower, yeah. I'll try not to. Why, thank you, Shell. I'm trying my best, I'm trying. I still don't know if I've got the right skin tone or not, to be honest, but I'll see the whole picture. Wait till I see the bigger picture. And just go back in with the apple and just blend all that out. And quite a light pressure in the middle, just to try and leave a highlight. Not bad for just winging, hey Shell. Not planning my colours at all. So there we go with this green. So there we go, so that's how I'm going to do his clothing. And his hat's going to be the just trying to smooth that out a little bit. I'm not happy with that blend. Again, I'm not too concerned about going over the cogs, because I'll be going over with the gel pen or gold paint or something. Gold or bronze paint or a gel pen. So there we have that. Now we've got time to do a wee flower. Shall we try and do a wee flower? I think there's lots of pinks in this Black Widow set. I think we'll do them pink roses, I think. So to start with, we have got, oh thank you Gina, thank you Shell, that is very much appreciated. So what we've got, I've got blush, that's the lightest pink I've got, I think. So I shall use that one. And then, say winging it. And I've got fairy floss, so I'll have that one. And then We'll have a bit of fancy pink. And then we'll go for watermelon, I think, as the darkest. So, right, we'll just try, we'll do a little bit of the flower, I think, and just to show you how I'll try and I'll bring you back in a little bit here. Oh, thank you, Audrey. So we'll go in with the blush first. So again, I'll just do a light layer all over. Now again, I'm not very great with botanicals and flowers, so again, you'll just have to bear with me. This is how I colour them, not necessarily how you would want to colour them, but oh, the sun's winning the battle, is it, Audrey? Oh, same here, Shell. The windows are open. Everywhere, doors are open, trying to get her through the air through, but nothing. It's just not happening. So there we go, that's an all over layer of blush. So then I'll start deepening up with the fairy floss. Well, that's kind of deeper in the middle, isn't it, there? So that's the greyiest part. So like I say, you won't necessarily colour these the same way I do. I'm not very adept at botanicals. I've just got to hope for the best. Oh no, it's horrible, isn't it, Shell? You see, it doesn't help that my inner boiler is working overtime as well just lately. My time of life. I am winging it, Shell. Definitely winging it. Just kind of following the grayscale where I think the darker areas are going to be. You see, there is a little bit of grayscale to help you and plot your light and your dark. No, that doesn't help at all, Shell. It really doesn't help at all. I've not used mine for a while, so that's why I thought I'd get them out. And like I say, I was going to have Prismas, but I think with the heat, the Prismas would just melt into mush, to be honest. So then it's Fancy Pink. Again, deepening up the darker areas. Yeah, I know seen some colourists on Facebook have been saying the Prismas have just been melting in this weather. I think Kat was trying to use her Prismas. Deepening up the areas with the pink. So and it's just what works on this paper as well. I like how the Black Widows lay down on this paper. Like I say, it's not the worst paper, but it's not the best paper. It's an in-betweeny paper. It's in-betweeny paper. I'm jumping around here all the time with this flower. Right, and then the darkest one just is the watermelon, and then I'll just obviously repeat the process and just for blending in. And just go back down the line for blending in, and then hopefully the paper will take these layers. And if not, I'm in trouble. Multitasking, two streams. Oh, I'm still on a buy ban, I think. Till I get my money sorted out, my new job, and get my last pay from my old job and get my first pay from my new job, and then once I get back to a regular wage again, as long as my bills are covered. I think my bills will be more than covered, so I should be able to get jumping back on the train again. Oh, Winsor & Newton pencils. I've not seen those. I know they do paints. I've seen some Winsor & Newton paints. I didn't realise they did pencils as well. But no, I've got plenty of pencils. Pencil sets. I don't even use a lot of them, so right, so try to deepen up inside of these petals here. Oh, missed a bit there, haven't I? Sorry, concentrating again. Is that beginning to look like a rose? Oh, Shell, I'm sorry. That's a shame. Oh, mustn't have been the right one. The right one will definitely come along. Oh, it's fine, Audrey. It's fine. Yeah, it's another office position. So yeah, that's really all I'm sort of qualified for. You know, it was funny when I was hunting for a job. You know, I was looking for anything really, and even trying to apply. You know, just something to tide me over. Even to apply for to work in a restaurant as a waitress. They required you to have at least 1 year's experience of working in a restaurant. So it's not very easy just to walk into any job at all these days. It just really made, I don't know. And some of the jobs that I was looking at, it was just like, you know, 7.5 hour contracts or 4 hours contracts, and you know, it was, I think it's a bit much for employers looking for staff, and they just say, oh yeah, you can come work for us, but you're only getting 4 hours a week. You know, to me, that's, how can you do a job in 4 hours a week? It's just, oh, you don't think they're in the UK? Yeah, see, Shell, yeah, I'm the opposite. I've got experience working in an office and doing bookkeeping, but I've not got any formal qualifications, so I'm the opposite. So you just can't win, basically. So fancy pink, going back in and just blending out the watermelon. Just blending out this darkest, just pushing that colour around the petal a little bit. And once I've done this, I think we will call it a stream, and to take up any more of anybody else's precious time. So I need to go and get some lunch as well. And then I will decide whether, because I'll obviously not be doing this on stream next week because it will be the colour-a-thon I'm taking part in. I will pop the details up again before I go, just in case anybody's missed it. And then in with the fairy floss. Again, just trying to bring all these blends together. I'll probably have to go and sit downstairs again. I think I'm stewing up here today. I see the windows are open. There's just no air. And then I'll go back over it again. One with blush. And then hopefully that will bring everything together. Just go over the whole of it with blush. Quite medium pressure. And then we should have a lovely pink rose. Again, I might go in and tweak it a little bit, but at least I know where my main colours are going to be. So I might actually need to make the darker a little bit darker. Just to make it pop a little bit more. Oh, I like those, Audrey. Yeah, they didn't work very well in these Colour in Heaven books. I found I was a bit disappointed with those in the Colour in Heaven book. They weren't very vibrant on the paper, but they worked well in one of my Mystic Art Mirrors books, in another book. So, right, I'll just have a little tinker with this darker, with the watermelon. Go back in with the watermelon again, I think. A teeny bit, just to deepen up. Just to give it a bit more definition. They are lovely pencils though, Audrey. I do like them. Like I say, they just didn't like the paper in these Colour in Heavens very much. So probably just be trial and error, just having a play about with them, see what books they do like. And So a bit more darker in here, and there as well. Right, I don't want to tinker about too much with it, because knowing me, I'll make a hash of it and I'll just wreck what I've put down on the page. So right, I think that will do. Does that look like a the pastel pencils shell? You know, the ones that I used on the channel and you thought they were Holbeins. The Pastelo, the Astra Pastelo pencils. So there we go. So I'll try and, so there we go. I think I will call that a stream today. So that's as far as we've got with him. And don't forget, next week, tune in where I will be taking part in the colour-a-thon hosted by that lovely Shell Artie and the equally lovely Ashley. And that's the image that I'll be doing with you, and I'll be using Polychromos pencils. So I'll be 10 o'clock, I think, Friday morning I'm scheduled in, and I will obviously pop everything in the description for this, where to find the schedule and things like that for the colour-a-thon, so you can always have a quick look in advance. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that whole weekend colouring. It'll be great. I know, I'm excited as well. A bit nervous but excited at the same time. So, oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, no problem. So, like I say, call that a stream, and I'll pop things in the description if you're interested in the colours that I've used, just in case I haven't mentioned it on the stream. So, yeah, so I will go. Yep, 10 AM. Yeah, thanks for confirming that, Shell. So hopefully I'll catch up with people next week. And thank you everybody for coming in today, joining me, hanging out with me this morning while we've been colouring. And yeah, good to catch up. And like I say, I'll either try and do another stream with him, or I will just do an upload, finish him off with everybody. So yeah, take care. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day and you manage to find a cool spot somewhere. And I will catch up with you all next week, hopefully. So take care everybody. Bye for now. Bye.